Hi everyone, I'm Teresa and welcome to my channel. Today I have a special guest with me, a fellow YouTuber and a polyglot, Laura from Couch Polyglot. Laura makes videos about learning languages in a fun way, and mainly she focuses on German, Catalan and Spanish. I'm gonna interview Laura on these things, and in the end of this video I'm gonna try to understand small bits of Catalan. So let's get started. So here I have Laura with me. Hi Laura, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Teresa. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for doing this with me. It means a lot to do this kind of collaborations. So Laura, I will ask you one question that I know you're maybe fed up with. Everybody's been asking this, but how many, because you're a polyglot, so I would just like to know how many languages do you actively speak right now?
Yeah. It's funny that you're asking because we talked about it a bit also in the other video. So I would always have a bit of a trouble to say how many languages I speak. I would say 5 of them I'm using at my job, or like 2 of them I'm a native, so Catalan and Spanish. English, German, and French I'm using at my job, so I would confidently say that I speak them, even though I'm not perfect at them. I'm not perfect at all, but I can communicate in them successfully in many different situations. So I would say I speak 5 languages very well. And then I also speak some Italian and Russian. Both of them, I would say it's like a B1 level. Um, in Italian, I understand almost everything, so my understanding is a lot higher than my speaking skills. And I used to speak Swedish at like an A2 level, but because now I'm learning Swiss German, it's kind of gone. So
Which
I
is
still understand.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, so I still understand, I would say Swedish at a B1 level. I listen to adapted podcasts. I try to do it at least once a week. So I still have, I think, the same capacity to understand, but I'm not good at speaking anymore. I used to be able to communicate in a very basic way, but this is kind of gone right now. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, but that's already so many. And I would like to know, how do you choose what language you're gonna learn next? I assume it's for passion, for pleasure, and not for by obligation.
It really does depend. Like when I started learning German, I actually remember the day I took the decision. I was like 17, and I was like, I really would love to learn Italian, but I feel like German is going to be more difficult and maybe more useful, like job-wise. So that's why I decided to learn German. But at some point, because I kept meeting people German. I lived in Germany, so it made a lot of sense. But like it didn't start out as passion. It started more like as a, rational decision. And then actually at some point during the pandemic, I had like this mindset that I was not able to keep adding languages. I thought, well, if I add a new language, it's gonna be a mess. And so, but because it was a pandemic and I felt like having fun and having
Yeah,
some sort of new
experimenting.
hobbies,
Yeah.
experimenting, like distracting myself, to be honest. And
Mm-hmm.
so I thought, well, it doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to learn Italian because I always wanted to. And then
Mm-hmm.
I realized, well, actually, you can keep adding languages. Of course, it's maybe gonna get a bit tricky here and there, and sometimes this one language gets worse, the other one gets better, but you can manage it. And so after learning Italian for a year, I added Swedish. But right now, because I'm trying to learn Swiss German, it's not that different, right? It's not like Chinese, so it's still
Mm-hmm.
doable. But I don't feel like I'm going to add any new language anytime soon. I prefer
Mm-hmm.
just keeping the ones I have, and maybe at some point I would like to learn Japanese, but right now it just feels like too much of a challenge. I
Yeah.
don't have the time for it, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's something I would love to do, but if I do it, I want to do it right, and I would like to spend lots of time on it. And that's why also actually I learn languages that are similar, like I learn Italian or Swedish, which is kind of similar to German, because they don't need so much time from me. I can learn them like on the side and still have a life. So, And that's why I struggle with this dream of mine of learning Japanese, because I feel like, yeah, but I need to really sacrifice a lot if I really want to learn it. So that's why I'm probably, I don't know, let's see, but I don't think I'm going to learn it anytime soon.
Oh well, let's talk about it in 2 years. Maybe you will speak
Yeah.
already.
I'm
No,
living
but
in Japan then. No.
exactly. Why did you decide to create your YouTube channel, and what remains your biggest motivation?
Well, actually, it just happened somehow. One day I woke up, it was, the start of the pandemic. I was really frustrated, and I felt like, oh, I would love to have a project and just stop thinking about the pandemic, first of all, and second of all, something where I'm having fun and where I'm, sharing my passion for languages. So it was not really something I really thought about much. I just said, let's do it. So it was a
Mhm.
bit spontaneous, yeah.
So you just went for it, and you have no regrets.
Exactly. And the biggest challenge, I think you mentioned. So, I mean, the biggest challenge is really finding the time. I think you're going to agree, probably, working. I used to work full time and doing YouTube on the side. And at some point, I just reduced my working time. Now I'm working 4 days a week. And
Mhm.
that helps a lot because I think
That's
at
the
some point,
dream. 4 days a week. It's
that's
everyone's dream.
yeah, that's the thing, because I didn't want to burn out, because if you're working 5 days a week, then you have your own life. You have a lot of to-dos. You want to go visit your family, you want to go visit friends, you want to have a social
Mhm.
life, you want to exercise. It's a lot. It's really a lot. So
Mhm.
right now for me, it's like, okay, Fridays are my, YouTube days, and that's when I do the most for YouTube. And of course I do here, like every day I do a bit here and there, right? But I know that I don't, like, I still have a life, and I think that was the biggest challenge. And I'm
Mhm.
managing it well right now, but if I had to go back to working a 5-day week, like, I don't think it would be doable for me.
Mhm. And can I ask you, what do you do for a living?
Yeah, I mean, I've been changing jobs a lot. I used to, well, I studied linguistics and translation, but I actually never worked as a translator. I was working as a teacher for some years, and I think we might share the similar experience. I don't really necessarily like teaching children, teenagers. It's not like I have anything against them, but I feel like it's not what I enjoy.
Not the
So
same motivation.
yeah. So that's why I just decided to not be a teacher and change jobs. I also was working as a teacher at the university. And so I've been working as an order manager. And right now I've been working as a financial services manager for a year. What all my jobs have had in common is that they're all multilingual. So in my job, I speak 4 languages every day, sometimes 5. So that's something that's very important to me, because I don't have the time to maintain all those languages if I
Mhm.
don't use them at my job. So, so
That's
that
the
does
dream.
help.
Like,
Yeah.
what would you say is your biggest motivation to keep doing the YouTube channel? Is it your fans, or is it just because you enjoy making videos, or is there another vision behind it?
I think it's a bit of both. I really enjoy making videos, and I don't know, I had lots of friends before. I mean, not lots, normal, I guess, normal amount of friends before. But the thing is, I never connected with my friends in regards to languages. So having a
Mhm.
community that is passionate about languages is something that was missing in my life, and that I feel
Mm.
it's very, yeah, it's great, So I think it's both. I also enjoy being creative. When you're creating a video, then you have to edit it, you have
Mhm.
to think about the idea. It's a very complete task. It doesn't get
Yeah.
boring, and you have the interaction with the community, people leaving you comments, questions. And it's just also, it started as my project, and now it's a project, I guess, of the community who is engaging, because a lot of video ideas I get from my audience. So it's
Mhm.
a beautiful thing. I don't intend to stop doing it. Maybe at some point, if it gets too stressful, I will just do less videos. I do one video a week. Sometimes it's a lot, but you can just change that if needed, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. Because in the beginning, you put so much pressure on yourself. You want to be so active, and then you realize that it takes so much of your time editing, especially if you're alone. And like we talked about it with subtitles, editing, filming, it's just if you want to make it look good, you need to dedicate sometimes 8 hours a day to it. So, okay. And I would like to also know why did you move from Germany to Switzerland, and if you think you'll ever return to your home country, Spain.
I mean, life changes a lot, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 5 or 10 years. So you never know. But right now, so I moved from Germany to Switzerland because I was a bit frustrated after COVID. It had been a couple of very tough years. So me and my partner, we felt like starting something new and I don't know, experiencing something. I felt like, if you think, well, I don't know if it was the same for you, but thanks to YouTube, my pandemic years were okay, were fun. I met people, but apart from people I met on the internet, my experiences were more limited than during normal years. So, and I felt like, well, why not move to a new country? So that's how it all started. And life in Switzerland is amazing. I really like it. Everything is so green, everything works so well. I don't know, maybe I'm still in this honeymoon phase, but I
Honeymoon
really enjoy.
phase.
Yeah.
I watched your video and I thought, oh, it's the beginning when you move to a country, everything's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect, but I can imagine living here for many years, but if it's forever or not, I don't know. We will see. But right now it's working and it's fun. But yeah, you've also lived in different countries, so it's difficult to tell what are you going to do in the future. Also, maybe you'll have responsibilities, someone in your family is sick or whatever. So it's not always about what I want, but maybe what happens in my life. So hopefully everything will be fine and I'm able to choose where to live. So, but right now I think I will be staying. Yeah.
And why Switzerland? Why not Austria or some other German-speaking country?
I mean, it was just because so my husband found a job here that was really good. And then we thought, why not? So it could have been another country, but we were looking mainly in Switzerland because we have a couple of friends who've moved to that country before. And yeah, so that's why.
Okay, so and now because my channel is about learning, teaching Czech, and I spend a lot of time in my videos teaching, but now I'll be on the side of a student, and with Laura we're going to do a little exercise because we did this in her channel. She was trying to understand something I was saying in Czech, so we're going to do the same thing now, but in Catalan, because we spoke Spanish together. I understand everything in Spanish, so that wouldn't be fun. So we're gonna do this in Catalan. So Laura, can you please speak slowly and tell me something in Catalan, and I will try to understand.
Yes. Yeah, let's do this. So, Suïssa és un país que m'agrada molt. Fa un any que visc a aquest país i m'hi sento molt bé. És veritat que és tot molt car, val tot molts diners, però també és veritat que funciona tot bastant bé. Per exemple, el tren és molt puntual i això no passa a Espanya i tampoc passa a Alemanya. I crec que és un tema important, per exemple. I la gent també és molt simpàtica i sí, em sento molt bé en aquest país. És un país molt verd, hi ha molta natura i sí, m'hi sento molt bé. So how was it?
Okay.
I hope I didn't speak too fast.
No. Actually, I was focusing on what you said, and it's true. Really, I cheated. I watched your video about Switzerland before, and we talked a little bit. So I had a little bit of help, but yeah, I understood. So yeah, that you live in Switzerland for a year. You really like it. It's green. Well, there's a lot of green areas. It's true that it's expensive, but something. Then something you said, something about the trains, that they're very punctual and not like in Spain and in Germany.
Yeah. Amazing. You understand everything.
Well, I mean, I was a bit surprised because I thought it was really similar to Portuguese. Like, I don't know, for some
That's
reason.
what people say. That's what people say
Yeah.
because of the vowels. Because in Spanish there are like 5 vowels, and in Catalan there are 8. So we have and so on. So what else do we have? So it's like e. So like you have this whole range of vowels. And that's why people actually tend to say that it's more like Portuguese than like Spanish. Yeah. Interesting.
Okay, yeah. I mean, maybe there's. I'm not saying I'm gonna learn Catalan, but maybe as you said, like I'm not planning to add another language right now. But if yes, I would like to activate my German and maybe learn Portuguese, maybe.
Yeah.
So it would help me in Barcelona one day. Okay.
Cool.
Well, Laura, thank you so much for doing this video with me. Thank you. And I really hope that we will be able to meet in Prague if you come to Prague or in Switzerland or Spain,
that would be great.
Wherever. Just really let me know. And guys, please make sure to watch our conversation on Laura's channel. Make sure to subscribe to her channel, and you can subscribe to my channel as well. And I hope that you enjoyed this video, this new format. Well, this another format of a video. And yeah, if you have any questions on Laura, on me, we'll be happy that if you write comments below, and we'll be happy to answer them. So Laura, thanks a lot, and hope to see you soon.
Yeah,
bye.
See you soon.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Adios. Ciao, ciao.
Adios.
That's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed our conversation. Let me know your feedback in the comments below, and don't forget to check out Laura's channel. The link is down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Ciao!